Welcome back to Chain Soldier Anime Review, episode number 15. I did watch this episode last night. I just did not get a chance to review this last night because it got really late last night. So, talking episode 18, a new Azuma. And this one covered, I think it was like the remainder of chapter 54, I think it was. I think it was like chapter 54, pages, I think it was like 1421. I'm trying to make sure I get this correct here. Here we go. Okay. Alright. 1521 of, not 15, 1121 of chapter 54. The first 5 pages of chapter 60. And the entirety of 63 to 65. Mostly put, we have a couple different settings here. One focused on the gods, where, about the wake of the 8th god, and, well, one of them is basically like, we start the episode off where one of the gods was the one's hair and changed the outfit. Like, oh, by way of the next god. And then, for some weird reason, we cut to next, where we have 2 of the gods playing. In the manga, this was Mario Kart. In the anime, it's Street Fighter. On, get this, the Super Nintendo. Yep, they're playing a Super Nintendo. I'm like, that's it. Like, oh yeah, that electronic device. Right. Sorry about that. The electronic device never plays anymore. And then we have one of the Thunder Gods. I want to get these people name here. Okay, so it's Siku just messing around, her and Ririn basically playing a video, playing a video game. And later on, Kyusu, now in the manga they actually did make a change. This is another change they made here, where she comes up with the Air Gods, just phase right through them. Like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat a new human, because she ate 2 of them already. Now, in the manga when she did this, she was butt naked. In the anime, and then she put her outfit on. In the anime, they completely cut that out and just have her create clothing. And then we have her go to the human world, where she basically is about to descend upon a human city. I'm guessing, from look of it, I don't think it's Tokyo. It looks like possibly, like, based on the buildings there, I'd say this is probably South Korea. Or this could be, I don't think Sydney, Australia. I don't think Sydney. Actually, it could be Sydney. Sydney is a possibility. I'm not sure what city she went to. To consume a human who has powers. Meanwhile, though, back in there in the Azuma banquet, where Yuki's getting his reward for Hidori by her making out with him, and her mom's like, continue. It's like she's very much encouraged, like, oh, this is the rewards. Yeah, it's almost like she's encouraging Yuki to make out with her youngest daughter. Yeah, she is completely for this. The fact that she probably thinks it's very handsome. Like, this handsome man making out with her youngest daughter. And she gets behind him, kind of just sucks on his ear, kind of basically puts her, like, completely, like, pushing her onto her youngest daughter. To almost like a full makeout session. Like, oh, take it nice and slow. I have been waiting for this for the past, like, 2 months, basically, for this episode. Seeing that particular moment. I really wanted to see that. And then, of course, we actually have... Well, this is a Yuki's War being in slave mode. And then Yuki's back in slave mode, so Hidori can take on her hot mom. Yeah, there's no denying the fact that basically that her mom is hot. There's no denying that. And her elder sister tries to interfere, but look how basically when the elder sister stops her. And then, of course, basically tries to slave mode. Doesn't work. And he gets sort of basically carried by Fubuki. You see, she kind of doesn't apply, just sets him on very carefully. Because, of course, that... I think it's just because that... I don't think it's just because of the rewards. I think that, and this is my personal... I think that she kind of suspects that her daughter has a thing for this guy. And if she dare, like, disrespect him, her daughter would be very unhappy. But she was more unhappy when she insulted her commander. She tries it at first, doesn't work, and then she unlocks her potential. Where it's like these blue marks on her arms and her head, and she nearly goes to town on her mom, who's basically using a spear. And it's really cool. And then eventually there's a little copy move where she copies her sister's golden hour, even later on, basically put front of her for it. Well, now, she doesn't exactly do the slave one. She does do one of the other commanders. Or she does do Taki's portal ability. Basically, the picture on is basically Enzo on the card. Yeah. And she nearly beats her mom. But of course she loses. And then of course basically her grandma, Tabari, was like, well, first she proceeds to heal one of her daughters, Himori. Yes, heals her after she proceeded to strip her butt naked in front of Yuki. Yuki's just looking away, being a complete gentleman. And she wakes up to see Yuki standing there, but she does notice, like, she probably thinks that Yuki probably saw her naked, probably because he's the only guy there. And I'm sure for a fact she wanted to beat him up for daring to see her butt naked. And by the way, this is the only nudity we get the whole episode, despite the fact that the Japanese in depth, this is not the only character who went butt naked. And then, of course, get this. So, I was like, well, I want to make sure continue a strong bloodline with Hibari, which is so funny. Himori. It's like, oh, you got a strong man there. It's like, and she's kind of saying this, give me some great-grandchildren. And then basically Fubuki is like, mother. And then punches her own mom. And kind of takes over the family. It's like, fine, you can take over the family. Because, of course, basically, she also insults her mom by, like, you wearing a schoolgirl outfit even though you're older than everybody else here? True. And she's like, well, I'm going to continue the ideology of a strong, out of the family, but I'm going to do it differently. And I'm going to train. I'm going to retrain. And she's like, I'm going to retrain Henry. And I think Azuma with love and a little more encouragement, no more fighting among basically the daughters for the position. You're like, okay. And by the way, what got Henry worked up is the fact that she insulted the commander. Yes. And I think the reason why Tabara was encouraging Yuki to sleep with Himori is because he saw her making out with her granddaughter. It's like in the case of Fubuki, she is very open to Yuki being with her. Yes, very open with it. So you have two girls as family, basically two women, mother, like the four-patriarch family, and Fubuki, very open with Yuki being with Himori. Probably because basically it's implied she may think that she has a thing for him, but who knows? But this was this was actually a quite fun episode. And can you believe we're only halfway to the season? Yeah, well, it's like 6 more left. Everything I'm currently viewing right now, This is the one that's next to be finished, because everything else just started. Yeah, and so when do I expect basically the finish one up? Let's see. Yuck. Okay. So let's see.
That person was here before from work. Doesn't speak English.
Uh huh.
And he needed code off my phone. He wouldn't leave it there. He didn't listen to me. That I couldn't come out this thing. I had to drop everything from out there. So.
Okay. Anyways, so this is officially wrapped up by basically by the end of May. That's what I'm expecting. Basically, this season wrapped up. Yep. But yeah, look forward to next week's episode. Let's hope I can actually review it the day it comes out instead of reviewing it like 2 days afterwards. I did watch it last night, just because by the time I got to maybe get a chance to review it, it was like midnight, and I didn't feel like basically like if I was home alone, I would do it, but because of the fact that people were here, my parents are here, so that's the only reason why I didn't do it. Okay, so that's pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, to notifications. Next up we have is ReZero and Nintendo Comic Corner. Okay, next video. Bye.